At the stroke of midnight, when the world sleeps, India will awake to freedom. When we step out from the old to the new, when an age ends, and when the shoulders of a nation that has long been suppressed finds utterance, today will be the opening of an opportunity to the greater triumphs and the achievements that await us. Honorable Minister, distinguished guests of the dais, my fellow NRIs and PIOs from all over the world, these were the words of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru spoken on August 14th, 1947. And we take a look 70 years later as we gather here today, 12 prime ministers, 11 presidents, insurgencies, emergencies, and assassinations, India has kept the steel in its spine, the faith in its democracy, and the belief in its spirit. As we gather for one of the largest PBDs held, we realize through the leadership of the Prime Minister of India, the Honorable Prime Minister Modi, that our 30 million Indian diaspora, strong in over 110 countries, are the global ambassadors for India. As we discuss, yes, that deserves a big round of applause. India has been one of the nations that has weathered economic turbulence to create a global footprint. But it is the NRI diaspora that has gone through struggles and sacrifices in their adopted countries to achieve great success. Whether it is in countries like Canada, where we have gone to elect 15 members of parliament, 4 cabinet ministers in the current government, or whether it's the United States of America, or whether it is in places like India, in England, our community has achieved great success. As we discuss the role today of the diaspora organizations in building bridges for the possible opportunities, the global diaspora has a role to play. The government in the past few years has provided tremendous leadership. We only take a look at the foreign direct investment policy, which has been liberalized. India has gone from 2013 to being number 15 on the world's list to number 5 in 2014, and in 2015, the number 1 country for foreign direct investment of $63 billion. You know, I was stated in the presentation before us, there are over 1,600 diaspora organizations in a country like England, over 600 in the Silicon Valley. And when we take a look at many of the community leaders here on stage, they will tell you firsthand that these diaspora organizations have arisen out of a need of the community. They have arisen from the needs of women throughout the world, from our community who are suffering abuse. They have arisen from the need of international students who face challenges when they immigrate abroad. They have arisen through the necessity of our fellow brothers and sisters who have gone to Gulf countries and face harassment. They have arisen out of the need of so many individuals from the Indian diaspora who face discrimination on a daily basis, both in their communities and their workplace. Those diaspora organizations have arisen out of a need for help and for support. And this is where not only those diaspora organizations, but the diaspora has the opportunity to build bridges. As time is short, I want to leave you with some closing remarks. All countries have practiced diplomacy. At times, the diplomacy has been based on foreign policy decisions that have been taken by governments of the day. At times, that diplomacy has been done through books, through film, through culture, through dances, and through traditional events. But as we discuss the role of diaspora organizations today and the many months of meetings that have been held, I propose to all of you, my friends, that the diaspora and the diaspora organizations practice diaspora diplomacy. It is through the diaspora that we can actually influence the bridges that need to be built, the support that needs to be provided, and work, partnership, hand in hand with the Ministry of External Affairs under the leadership of the Prime Minister of India. I leave you with these concluding remarks. Having traveled the world and met with NRIs, from CEOs to the waiters at restaurants, they have a voice and a role to play. We take a look at the Jewish community in the United States, both the diaspora and the organizations that the Jewish community represents. Both of those individuals, they influence not only foreign policy, not only decisions that are taken at all levels, but they actually influence international opinion of Israel. And we, my friends, gathered here today, have the opportunity, regardless of where we live, to do the same. When we took a look at the presentation that was just presented, and there were key recommendations that were given, the number one recommendation for diaspora organizations that was provided was to ensure that there is uniformity, that they are brought under one banner to act as one voice, to help those students, those workers, our fellow sisters, mothers, daughters, and fathers that need the help and need the support. So I say to all of you in close that we must unite and we must act with one voice to help those that need it most. We must ensure that diaspora organizations that are acting as pillars of support for the people that are voiceless, that we are there to provide them with the support and help that they need. The possibilities are endless. The opportunities are unlimited. But we, my friends, must ensure that we unite as a community and as a country to ensure that India continues to remain a powerhouse and that we, as global Indians, play a strong role in the progress, in the development, and the future of India. And to all of the young people that are here in the back of the room, the future of India and the role of diaspora organizations is going to be built on your dreams and your aspirations. Be the change that you want to see in the world. And that was the words of Mahatma Gandhi. Thank you so much.